leading the world in obesity. That is completely my fault, and I apologize. I'm going to do a lot better, I promise, Charlotte. As a matter of fact, my mother told me when I was just a kid to clean my plate because there were children starving in the third world. Well, look at me now. I guess I saved my fair share of those little rascals, didn't I? My nutritionist told me to cut my calories in half, but then told me later that switching from double stuffed Oreos to regular doesn't count. So I just went to the doctor. The doctor told me that I should give up the 4 whites. I said, "Doc, what are the 4 whites?" He said that would be white rice, white potatoes, white flour, and white sugar. Thank God he didn't mention the cocaine. I think I might make it. He told me to exercise. Can you believe that, of all the audacity? Me exercise? Really? Like I'm cut out for that? I ordered P90X because it said that I would be ripped in 90 days. That stuff worked in 90 seconds. That's right, I ripped a hamstring, I ripped a groin muscle, and I ripped my pants. I got up early the next morning and did some crunches. All right, you got me, they were Captain Crunches, but still. I'm doing the work. I'm doing the work. All right, you know what I think I might do? I think I might go up and go ahead and bring up your first comment tonight. Again, I'm your host. My name is Chris Brown, and my last announcement is if you're not going to eat all of your fries, please see me after the show. Your first comic, father of 6, husband to 1. Please put your hands together for the very talented Michael Young, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, everybody, how y'all doing today? Good? You're good? All right. I'm married. I have 6 kids. Anybody else here married? Anybody else have kids? Okay. I've been married for over 20 years. Every time I leave the house, I take the long way back. Every time. As a matter of fact, I'm out getting milk right now. Anybody, guys, hard, you come home from a hard day's work, you relax, you get your drink, you got the remote, then all of a sudden you hear, honey, and then you go, and then what I do is what any man that's been married for a long time does. I ignore it. When the kids, I have a bunch of kids, and I don't know what it is. When my wife gets on the phone, they want to get loud, make noise. I just usually sit back and don't say nothing. I just wait for the pop. Wow. Be quiet. Shut the hell up. Be quiet. I'm messing up here, but that's all right. Me and my daughter, we was out at the mall. One day we seen a friend of ours that just had a baby, and when we saw the baby, my daughter goes, "Well, bless his heart." And so me and my friend, we stop talking as we walk away. My daughter goes, "See, Daddy, I did just like you said. Whenever you see an ugly baby, you say, bless his heart." Being married for a long time has its good points and its bad points. It all depends on how long you've been married. Like in the beginning, you might be like wanting to hear, the conversation, your wife's conversation, whatever. After a few years, you get kind of tired of hearing the same thing over and over. So, also, when you have babies, in the beginning, you have to change their Pampers, give them a bottle, stay up late with them. If you're lucky, you get older, your children can come over, change your pamper, give you a bottle, and stay up late with you. And the other thing, last thing right here is sex. When you first get married, 2 or 3 times a week. After a while, you're lucky if it lasts 2 or 3 minutes. Well, that's my time. That's it. I hope you enjoy me. Thanks.
Keep going for my friend Michael Young, ladies and gentlemen. That's good stuff. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's keep this rolling. Who's ready for your next comic? Yes. We are small, but we are mining. That's right. Your next performer is very experienced. He's performed at Charlotte's retirement home, at Miss Jane's kindergarten class, and Olive Garden in Pine. Give it up for your next comic. It's Mr. Andrew English, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you guys, thank you. So I gotta admit, I'm a little bit nervous about this whole 3-minute set thing. You know, I used to do a lot of drugs growing up, you know, I think we all did. I mean, especially this guy right here, I can tell. Yeah, I used to do a lot of hard drugs, you know, and I have brain farts that last more than 3 minutes, you know. I'm a little concerned my entire set is gonna be me standing here going, hell was I gonna say next? Thank you, good night, all right. You know, but honestly, I don't know what the fuck I was gonna say next, see? Exactly. And I already dropped an F-bomb, which was like 3 of my other next jokes. You know, this is terrible, this isn't going so well. You're right, I should have wrote my material down. That's probably a smart idea. But anyway, so, growing up, I was always the funny kid in class. I was always the goofball, the guy who would never be quiet. You know, all the teachers would yell at him, and I always knew I wanted to, you know, do some stand-up comedy as I got older. I wanted to do a little bit of stand-up, you know. But I was scared. I guess subconsciously I thought that in the middle of my set, some middle-aged lady was gonna walk on stage and get that microphone right now. We are not gonna talk about how the government is an economy that is failing us, and perpetually we are all gonna be doomed in the end. Yeah. So I was a little bit concerned that would happen in the middle of my set, but luckily, my set's only 3 minutes long. I'm halfway through my set, and nobody's stolen the mic from me yet. So, I'm still a little concerned, though, because this isn't going so well. But anyway, I'm from Chicago. Anybody else from Chicago? No one. Not a single person in the house from Chicago. Okay, great. 12 million people there. Not one person is here in Charlotte watching me tonight. All right, great. Totally ruined my entire set. But I'm from Chicago, you know, and I got the little Italian accent. Everybody knows, you know, you got the little Italian. Hey, I'm Italian, you know. But I didn't even really talk with an Italian accent. I didn't do these hand motions until about 2 years ago. I was talking to my grandma, and she told me that her parents were from a small town in Italy. So I actually found out that, you know, I'm a lot more Italian than I originally anticipated. So I was like, wait a second, you mean I can do this? Wait, what do you mean I can do one of these? Hey, forget about it. Hey, you over there. Hey, you didn't like that one? Hey, forget about it. Hey, forget about it, you know? But I'm like a stage 1 Italian, okay? I'm like stage 1. Stage 2 is more like, yeah, you know, you coming over for dinner later? Yeah, we're making the meatballs and the spaghetti. You know, that's stage 2. You know, I got a 9mm. Stage 3 is more like, hey, it's me, Mario. You know? I told that joke at the kindergarten class. Some kid comes up to me after the show and he goes, hey, you know, Mario's Sicilian. I said, Mario's Sicilian? Are you kidding me? And I thought real hard before I punched this kid in the face. You know, I thought real hard to myself. If Mario was here, what would he do? So I ate some shrooms and stomped his ass. Yeah, that's exactly what I did, you know? But it's not my fault. I just kind of pick up on accents wherever I go. The worst, I think, has to be the Chinese takeout. I call Chinese takeout, and, you know, they're like, yeah, I'm like, yeah. I'd like to order some food. They're like, oh, yeah. Pick up a delivery. I can't even do my Chinese accent. Would somebody give me some water? Jeez, this place is bored. What is going on? But anyways, it's like, pick up a delivery? That's not Chinese. What's going on tonight? I can't do a Chinese accent. But anyway, so I'm talking on the phone with this lady, and within the 2 minutes I'm talking to her, I start to do the Chinese accent myself, which isn't a Chinese accent right now, as you all can tell. I start to do it myself, and I go, yeah, let me get I can't even do it. Man, I got cotton mouth. I shouldn't have smoked so much fucking pot before I got up here. Jesus Christ. Seriously, we are not ripping 6-footers before I get on stage next time. That was a bad idea, guy. It was a bad idea. It was a lot of fun, but it's terrible. But anyway, thanks a lot. This is my first time. I appreciate you guys bearing with me. Have a good one. You guys take care.
Keep it going, Grander English, ladies and gentlemen. You also, a ham went to the doctor. That's right, a ham went to the doctor. The doctor said, so Ham, what seems to be the problem? The ham said, you know what, I just feel really tired and lethargic all the time. What can you do to help me? The doctor said, you know, Ham, I think you ought to go home and sit in the dark for about 6 months and make sure you get plenty of salt in your diet. Then come back to see me. Well, the ham complied. 6 months later, he returned to the doctor. The doctor said, so Ham, how are you feeling? The ham said, I'm cured.